How about I roll a d6? The options on the d6 are damage times 2, damage times 3, extra attack. You do the status in addition to normal damage. You do a combat maneuver in addition to normal damage. Or you knock them out. Unconscious, for DC 10 plus damage plus hit dice. So
about half of those are too overpowered for my preference.
Which half?
The times 3 is right on the line. The knocking them out,
that's supposed to be like
extra
the
attack,
super good one.
But if they're all at even chances, like I would either have some on there that make it less than the normal times 2 as well to balance it out, or I would
like a times 0.5.
Yeah, like maybe 8 times 0.5, a normal, like you would still get the hit, but you don't do extra damage.
Or extra stuff?
Yeah. Just because like you're doing a lot of stuff that's a lot more powerful, so like I said, either balance it out by doing that, or instead of a D6, do like a
D10, D12.
Or even a D20, and have like the more powerful ones be 1 or 2 choices, and then things like...
So if I do a D20, 1, 2, 3...
Like have times 2 be just 1 through 10.
Yeah, if I do a D20, I'm probably going to take out the extra attack. Because I only put that one in to have 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the ones that, depending on your build, actually could be really powerful.
Yeah.
Or not.
So if I were to make it higher than that, then I would take out that one. If I were to do it like that, I think I would do... Hold on.
The other thing is, how would you do weapons that do more than times 2? Would you just...
Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe roll twice, but that would... But you can only... That's why I was running. That's why I'm bouncing.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. The status effect is fine. Like just do regular damage, but plus status effect.
Okay, how about, hold on. So 5, 10. So 1 in 5 and 20 chance to get damage times 2. 5 and 20 chance to get damage times 3. And then that's 10. Then there is 1% chance for the knockout.
5%.
1 out of 20.
Yeah.
And then for the statuses, I've got bleed, stun, staggered, sickened, dazed, and shaken. And then disarm, trip, knock back, and sunder for the combat maneuvers. Just assign about 1 to each of those. A couple of them will be a little bit higher than the other, I think. But It's 1% chance, like 1 in 20 to get the knockout, and then you get a save for it as well.
Okay, yeah.
Like you get a fortitude
Yeah,
save.
that's not too bad, because that's a double crit. That's a crit on a crit. Which used to be what a normal crit was, but, or no, other way around. Never mind. Yeah.
But the DC is 10 plus the damage you take, and it's normal damage on it. You don't get double damage or anything.
Yeah.
So it's normal damage you've taken plus the hit dice, plus your hit dice, or the hit dice of the creature attacking you. Whichever which.
Wait. Say that again?
Or just, you think it would be better for just 10 plus the damage you took? That does sound better. It doesn't want to be too high.
I want to say a coup de grace is a fortitude DC 15 plus damage you take save. I would make it an easier save than a coup de grace though. So
it is.
So yeah,
right
that's
10 plus the damage.
And that's assuming I'm right about being 15. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. You may want to do... I would still up the number of it being just regular times 2 to at least 7. And you may want to put in a max damage somewhere in there. Instead of multiply damage, just do max damage as if you rolled maximum damage. Which can be more than double damage, if you roll low enough.
So I'll just take out damage times 3 then and put max damage.
Maybe still have like one that's damage times 3, 1 or 2.
No, because if I've got because knockout is debilitating enough.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
There are enough other things that will
Mhm.
probably result in you taking a second attack at some point.
That's true. The status effects, I would say either do they only last 1 round or 1d4 rounds, but they get a save.
It'll differ. Like bleed will be 1d4 rounds with the save. Stun will be a round. Shaken and staggered will probably be a round.
Okay.
Dazed and sickened might last a little bit longer.
The bleed, would it be 1d4 rounds? How much damage would it be?
Either 1d4 or 1d6. Depends on how long it ends up lasting. It might be 1d4 rounds for 1d4 damage.
Yeah,
That sounds good. And then the dazed and sickened might be 1d6 rounds.
You also, it would make the whole thing a whole lot more complicated, so I'm not saying necessarily it's a good idea. But to make it scale better, you might want to do where some of them are more effective based on like your base attack bonus. Because that's a good thing to peg it to, because then your martial classes will get more effective than your caster classes if they just happen to get a crit. But it also goes by level. Like, I feel like that's a good number to base it off of. So, like, if you've got, for every plus 6 or 7 base attack bonus, add another round to the stunned effect and other effects things. Stuff like that, maybe. Like, I wouldn't increase the damage ones, because the damage is already going up anyway.
Well,
So that scales by nature. And the knockout also scales with damage, so that I would leave alone. But things like the combat maneuver and the statuses, you may want to do that. Just something to think about maybe doing.
but in an effort to streamline it and make it less devastating, but
Yeah.
still feel good.
Yeah, that's fine too.
So it's like 27.
Actually, instead of having a half damage where it's just there's that. Yeah, because it is a critical success on it. And if you're doing that, you may also want to do for critical failure some of those effects against yourself, like you cut yourself and you're bleeding, or you're
It'll probably be much the same.
Yeah.
Instead of damage times 2, you'll just hit yourself. Damage max, you'll probably hit someone else. So how it is 1 through 7 is damage times 2, 8 through 13 is 1, each one of those is a different status. 14 through 17, each one of those is a different combat maneuver. 18, 19 is max damage. 20 is the knockout.
For the combat maneuvers, how are you talking about doing those? Just like, is it an auto success, or is it a you get to make one for free?
Make it free.
Yeah. Presumably with no
combat and no
attack opportunity. Yeah.
You just get a free here. Do
Mhm.
this.
That sounds good. Yeah, I could live with that.
And then magic crits.
You can always just, for now, just say roll
Magic
until you
crits
get
don't
one that makes sense.
Magic crits don't actually have to do much different.
Mm-mm.
It's like, boom, crit on a fireball. You also got to disarm somebody with that fireball if they didn't explode.
Yeah.
From being hit by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ball.
Yeah, I'd say roll, say what it is, and if someone at the table can come up with a way to describe it that made sense, keep it. If not, roll again.
It's not bad.
No. I'm down to less than 2,000 gold. Actually, no, I think I've still got some diamond dust. So I might be like right around 2,000 total of fluid assets.
Do you want to play League of Legends when you get home?
Sure.
You don't have to.
Well, no, I was thinking like I may as well just stay here since I'm no one else's ride at this point now.
You can stay here if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to do before meeting back up with everyone in that session. I don't think there really is, though. Just, yeah, I'm still in town making sure everything's going right. If I see anyone being too nasty or, anyone trying to haggle too much, I'll go in at 7 and explain. Help each other out. We're
This may have been a group of marauders, but they were a group of marauders who had banded together for reasons. So they were already pretty much help your neighbor.
okay. I'll be pleasantly surprised by finding that out then.
I mean, yeah, they were lycanthropes, but they were all outcasts together.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I can see that.
they do kind of watch out for each other.
Okay. Good.
They seem to trust you and the other cleric, since you've built in the city. And like I said, you've got that group of about 35 to 40 that is very much a fan of what you are doing.
Cool. That's not a bad percentage. Like 15%.
20%?
Yeah, 15-20% of a population that's really happy with what you're doing, and the rest going along with it. Considering I told them I'm going to be a dictator.
But you haven't done anything bad. And
Yeah.
Most of them don't really know what that means. Not, like, it doesn't necessarily have the same connotations
I suppose so,
that we
yeah.
would have. Like, when you hear dictatorship to us, we think Hitler, Russia. You haven't done that.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm a dictator. Only do things that are good for everybody. Oh no!
Well,
How unreasonable.
That's how they would have sold communism, too. Like, that's what they would have said they were doing.
Not necessarily. That's what socialism is.
Communism, as far as I understand it, is a version of socialism. At least in name.
From what I hate government and politics.
Mhm.
From what I have been able to discern in my little knowledge of this subject, communism is socialism, like the twins.
Mm-hmm.
Communism's more of a dictatorship type deal, and then socialism is more of a democracy type deal. Not like democracy.
I don't think socialism even is inherently that. But
that's just
the connotations, yeah.
I'm not a government person.
Yeah.
Well, literally, when I open my mouth on this subject, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And making shit up.
I'm only a bit better off than that, but
Mike really likes to talk about politics when he gets drunk. And every time I'm like, dude.
that's hilarious.
I'm the wrong person for this one. He just likes to argue.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. He wants somebody.
Man, I hate people like that. I can't stand them. I don't know how you would stand his company.
You really want somebody to take the opposite.
Yeah. See, I don't have that problem. I'm perfectly willing to take the opposite side of whatever anyone wants to be.
I think he does sometimes too.
Like there was one point where I was having a conversation with you. I don't remember what it was about. But it was with you and like one other person in the room, and so I was just kind of talking. And at one point, you agreed with what I had just said, and without even realizing it or thinking or skipping a beat, I went on to say why that wasn't quite right. Oh.
You might have to patch.
Okay. Any roleplay XP?
I'm gonna go with no for now, not until Luna gets here. Remind me at the beginning of next time you play this game. Luna.
Okay.
And
Just to see where she's at, or just
so I can give y'all both XP, because she was technically doing things too.
Okay.
The only reason Josh wasn't in this game is because
Luna was. Yeah, that's fair.
this game was an impromptu, technically.
All right. Well then, I will cut video here. Save everything. Yada yada.
Alright, I'm gonna pee, and then I'm gonna go get my mouse pad and mouse, and we can play Rigo Legends.
All right.